Everyone, Paul here. Since we're getting pretty close here to the halving of Bitcoin, what I want to kind of do in the next couple of days is go over some strategies. Now, this is to be considered like leverage trading. So if you know how to recharge, this will work for people that really know how to recharge. But what I want to kind of do in the next couple of days is go over some methods. Places you can go to where you can leverage trade if you want. Now, just be cautious. You do have to have a good understanding of how to leverage trade. But today I'm going to be going over the main strategy. This main strategy I use, and it's good because you can trade crypto. You can trade crypto, forex, gold, and stocks. And you can earn in two different ways. So I'm going to show you this, and then I'm also going to be showing you the strategy that I use to what I do to trade. And I'll show you the formula of how I trade. But even if I show you guys the formula that I do to trade, it may not be for everybody. But I'll show you what I do when I look for methods of when I'm trading. No matter what I'm looking for, if it's forex, crypto, or whatever, this is the formula that I do when I do my trading. Okay, so to set up this strategy, what you really need is you'll need TradeLocker and you'll need TradingView, because you'll need to be able to read charts, and you'll need to be able to your TradeLocker is the app that you use to do your trades. You need a broker attached to TradeLocker, and I'll show you the one I use. And now, I don't know about all the other brokers that are out there, but the ones that I use allows you to trade with a lot of different assets. That's why I use that broker, but I'll show you. So real quickly with TradeLocker, go in here and I can trade as many things as I want here. I could trade cryptos. I could trade forex, the main forex energy ones, which is your oil, U.S. oil, natural gas. You could trade indexes. You could trade the stock market. You could trade the dollar. You could trade the S&P 500. You could trade metals. You could trade gold. You could trade a whole bunch of things. And, you can get your little combination of forex pairs here, too. This one's here, which is, I think it's called the exotic forex pairs, which is not USD. It's like Canadian with something else, and a whole bunch of other ones here. But you can see that you could trade a whole bunch of stuff here. To keep it simple, what I trade is usually Bitcoin, S&P 500, gold, and some forex pairs. That's pretty much what I trade and what I look for when I'm looking at the charts. You need to find an asset that moves a lot, like Bitcoin and gold. Bitcoin and gold move a lot. If you want to take a good daily average, and if you want to make, let's just say you want to make 200,000 Satoshi a day, on average, or something like that, because 200,000 Satoshi at this time is 200,000 Satoshi is about $100 a day. So you want to find something, because you're doing this with forex. You want to find something that moves about 2,000, maybe 2,000 a day or something like that. The price has to jump pretty big per day, or either that, or you're going to have to increase your lot size. So it's up to you. But anyway, I create two different accounts, one being in Bitcoin, where whatever you trade, your gains are going to be in Satoshi, and then USD, whatever you trade, your balance is going to be in USD. So you can create two different sources of income with just this strategy, and it's pretty simple. You just go up here, you'll go to create, you select, you hit the top one here. And then you just hit this one. Now, you could do demo if you want, but this top one here is the real account. And then you select a currency and the amount of leverage you want. And that's kind of how you set it up. So we go here to, what I do is I look on the 4 hour. Now, to set this up, and if you see my recent videos, I base this off of the 9, 90, and the 95. And, I'm not going to go into it because I've made videos about it. So go check my previous videos where I talk about the 9, the 90, 95. And you basically, what you want to look for, and I do this on the 4 hour. What I also use is I use Trade Sniper. So it'll be loaded right here if you go to indicators and you go to invite only scripts. You'll see right there in the bottom. So once you give the creator your ID for your trading view, he'll give you the invite only scripts. So what I do with my Trade Sniper here, when you first see it, it's going to look like it's going to be jumbled. It looks jumbled. Like, see right here, it's jumbled with like a little MACD. So what I basically do is I just remove the signal and the MACD, and I keep the histogram. Now you have it different ways. You can use it with the line, but sometimes I use it with columns. But that's personal preference. There's this way with the line, and then there's also change it. I like having it with columns sometimes. It looks, you can tell certain things. Like right now with Bitcoin, you can kind of tell that it might have reached the bottom and it might start go up, might start to go retrace and go back up. But what I do for the sake of this video is I'll give it by the default of the line. But anyway, here's the strategy that I do for all my trades. I focus on the 4 hour. Now, what I do on the 4 hour is I identify what the overall trend is. So I do this strategy for whatever I choose to trade with. So I focus on the 4 hour. So what we want to do is identify what the overall trend is. We can look at that with the 90.95 and the crossing, that the trend of Bitcoin here is going up. It's up. So what I do is I focus on all the moments where Bitcoin is going up. I don't focus and I don't go against the trend. I focus when it's going up, because overall it's going up. So what I do is I draw a line. Now I draw a line through the Trade Sniper and make a 0 line. So this white line here is the 0 line. You can see right, I have it set to 0. So this doesn't come with the Trade Sniper. You have to do this yourself. But I find that this works really well. And what I do is I focus on Trade Sniper, and I focus on this 0 line, and I focus on when this line on the 4 hour, when the line crosses up on the 4 hour. And that's mainly when I enter my trade. So I'll give you a couple examples here with Bitcoin, and I focus on the 4 hour because the 4 hour is a pretty good time. Like the smaller time frames, they don't really work that well. So what you do is you want to focus on all the moments where it crosses up on the 4 hour here. We see that happening. We see that happening right here. And then this zone right here could have been profit right here. We see it happen right here. We see it happen right here. So there's 3 times doing it on the 4 hour where you find a signal. So to give another couple examples, we've identified the overall trend. The trend is up. So we only focus on the moments where it goes up, which you find that moment right here. Now, for this sake of purposes, the trend is down. So we focus on the moments when the Trade Sniper is going down. So we see that moment happen right here. We see that moment happen right here. And you get profit that way. So we also see that happening. We started the downtrend. You see it happen right about here. Now we're in an uptrend. So we have that moment right here. And there's a moment right here. And then there's a bunch of consolidation right here. Overall trend is going up. You see the moment happen right here. You see it right here. And when you see the signal, it pretty much tells you when to get in and when to get out on the 4 hour. So once it does cross in the direction of the trend, you basically know when to get out because it'll change color. It'll either go, most likely it'll go blue, which means it's trying to cool down. if the line stops going green and it changes color, that's pretty much a good time to get out. Anyway, that's kind of the strategy that I do when I trade. It kind of helps out a lot. This is the main strategy that I do when it comes to trading, because the strategy is the only strategy that I'm teaching that you can benefit, and you can make Satoshi with different assets. You can make it with crypto, you can make it with stocks, you can make it with gold. This strategy will give you Satoshi for whatever you choose to trade. You just got to find the pattern. This is the only strategy that I'm teaching to where whatever, you can usually find a pattern, with the 4 hour pretty frequently if you look at each of these assets here. So you could generally get some good numbers if you follow it on the 4 hour. I find the 4 hour to be the best time frame. But anyway, this will open up 2 streams of income if you know how to do it right. You have to understand how to trade in order to be successful with this strategy. But anyway, there are other methods of leverage trading, which this is the only strategy that you could actually cover majority of the assets that are out there. The next couple of videos, I'm going to be talking about some leverage trading that you can do, but this is the only one where you can trade all the assets. So the next couple videos, I'm going to be going over how to leverage trade with some other methods. But all in all, I still use this trading strategy on the 4 hour for my strategy. It works for me. It may not work for everybody else. So it works for me. Just because it works for me, it may mean it doesn't work for everybody else. But I thought I'd share it. But anyway, if you guys like this video, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. All the links that I talked about in this video will be below in my pinned comments. Other than that, see you guys in future videos.